If you've got $1,000 and you're interested in investing, this video is for you. Let me show you how I did invest $1,000 starting. You just gotta do it scared. Learning the fundamentals of investing. To invest my first $1,000, lay the foundation, the groundwork, to build an investment portfolio with profits over $75,000. Money I then leveraged in building a real estate portfolio worth over $1.5 million built in just under 2 years. The first thought I want you to have is shifting your mindset. We're going from saving to investing, that you're building wealth. There's a whole mindset shift that needs to happen. If you were ever taught to save, at least you built that habit, and that's a good start. But being the first in your family to start thinking about building wealth, you're pushing the narrative. I see you. You're shifting from saving to taking strategic risks. Our parents and grandparents did what they knew best. Now it's our turn to build, while also protecting what we've earned. Because here's the truth, your money alone is not going to go far. It's not necessarily about how much you have, but it's about what you do with it. So set up the right accounts. First things first, make sure your money is sitting in the right type of accounts. I always recommend starting with a high yield savings account or a money market account for your emergency fund. 3 to 6 months of your living expenses and needs and any cash that you're preparing to invest can start off here. A regular savings account is definitely not even giving you up to one single percent, while a high yield savings account or a money market account is giving upwards of 3-4% now. But here's the thing, saving is just the foundation. It doesn't move you forward in ways that learning to invest can do for you. See, inflation means that the $3 that you spent on eggs yesterday might cost you more tomorrow. So a high yield savings account can help, but it's not enough to beat inflation in the long run. That's why I'm always out here standing on top of the mountains. Learn the fundamentals of ETF investing, build a solid portfolio, and invest in it consistently. Over the past 20 years, putting your money in a good index fund, that's a type of ETF. So putting your money here wouldn't just protect it from losing value, it would have actually made you more money. So once your emergency fund is set, it's time to invest. If I was starting over today, investing $1,000, I take a growth-focused approach because considering me, things like age and time, I'm going to leverage time on my side. I'd put $400 into an ETF like VOO or SPY. These ETFs track the S&P 500, so I get exposure to the largest companies in the US. Then I'd put $300 into QQQ. Now this ETF focuses on tech companies, innovation. It comes with more risk, but also has greater growth potential. From there, I'd put $200 into an ETF from my powerhouse stack. What are these, you may ask? Well, these are ETFs that I have researched for explosive growth potential over the next 5 years. I'm sharing this list with a live upcoming cohort. We have a live class every month all about investing education, so apply. I'll put the link in the description. But to give some context, if I had invested, let's say $5,000 into an ETF like the one that's on the powerhouse stack list, if I had done that 5 years ago without even adding any more and just reinvested the dividends, the growth that's already happening over years, I'd be sitting on close to $20,000 today. Instead of just gambling on a single stock, I'd put my money into a well-researched, what does that look like? History, the cost to own it, the top holdings, dividend yield if need be. What does the growth projection look like? Because it's going to spread my risk across multiple companies while I'm still riding the wave of an entire sector. Now, there's a real estate connection here. You might be wondering, well, what does this got to do with real estate? Well, I use the profits of my ETF portfolio to start my real estate investment firm. Opportunity is all around us, but you're gonna have to have the resources to be able to take advantage of it, especially when it's presented to you. Investing in the stock market with a solid ETF portfolio while enjoying your life, big enjoyments, living out your life, because you're not gonna be stressing about what a company did over the weekend or what some CEO went to go say publicly that tanked the company, so that you're able to build those extra funds that you need to fulfill those dreams. You know, you've always been thinking about something. Imagine if it can happen in 5 years. Imagine if you can set yourself up for it to happen in 7 years. What would your life look like? Next, in order for this to work, you're gonna have to automate and stay consistent. So after setting up your accounts and investments properly, don't just let them sit and forget about it. Automate your contributions to the best of your ability. See, I didn't start with big amounts, sometimes $25, $50. There are platforms that actually allow you to buy a fraction of an ETF total share. But one thing I did was I made sure that it happened consistently. high that even when I jumped into the bigger jobs and I had bonuses, I was living like those didn't even exist, and I just dumped thousands of dollars into this account. This is how you're going to quickly grow and leverage the growth of the market to play in your favor, because it's that consistency is what adds up. They say little drops of water would make a mighty ocean. Yes, it does. And let me tell you, when you start seeing growth in your portfolio, you will be even more excited. That vision, the what if I could buy my first investment property? What if I could start that business? What if I could travel for a bit, for a couple of years? It starts with a plan like this. You see, sometimes we want everything so quick that we forget that making money is actually leveraging time and understanding how compound interest simply works, and just chilling, doing what you do, and allow for time and compound interest to bless you. So put things in place and start, because I'm telling you, when you start seeing your portfolio grow slow by slow, it will change your brain chemistry. It will get you excited knowing that you're building something for yourself. Okay, now you protect your foundation. And you might think, but Rosie, what if I need that $1,000, let's say next month? A little sooner. Well, you're breaking one of the Rosie rules. Only invest money that you're willing to lose. That's the name of the game with investing. And always think long term. That's why building wealth isn't just about putting money in the market. It's about making sure that you are covered, especially when life throws you a curveball. You need a solid foundation before you start investing. And that means having your emergency fund in place. And that means paying off high interest credit card debt. And most importantly, keep learning and adjusting. See, investing that first $1,000 wisely is just the beginning. As you grow more confident with investing, you'll explore different ETFs. Don't stress about that for now, just master the basics. Eventually, you'll learn how to reassess your portfolio and make sure everything is aligned with your goal, or make adjustments as needed. I like to do it maybe once or twice a year. Just a quick check to make sure my investments are balanced the way that I want it. It keeps my strategy on track without being complicated. See, if I had a portfolio of actual individual companies and stocks, I'd be way more involved, keeping up with companies, being able to hit their quarterly goals and all that jumbo. Listen, get yourself an ETF portfolio and just keep it pushing. By the way, I've created the Rosie Wealth Code ETF guide just for you. It's free. It's in the description. I'll put the link there for you. It'll help you navigate this journey without feeling lost. See, investing in that first $1,000 isn't just about money. It's about making a choice to break the cycle. You're ready to build and take control of your finances. I believe in you. We don't wait for perfect, because around here, we do it scared. We do it scared.